CIL 650, in association with Tom Lucas Productions, presents Radio Real Estate.
A house in the middle of our
And now, here are your hosts, Bill Macklem, Fern Northcutt, and Tom Lucas.
And good morning. Welcome to the Radio Real Estate Show. Fern, pleasure to see you today. You look fantastic. You're all dressed up.
Aren't you kind?
Well, I'm just telling
I
the
do
truth.
my best.
You do a wonderful
Just a little
job.
bit of bling.
Just a wee bit?
Yeah.
Just the right amount.
Yeah.
And Bill, you got the right amount of bling on too, buddy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A
Very.
little glitter I put in my eyelashes.
It's very nice, very colorful. So it's a very special
Is that
day on
what
the
that
program
was?
today, huh? Very special day.
Today?
Yep.
Very good.
M-O-T-H. We're doing Mother's Day.
We're doing what?
Put them all together, they spell mother. A word that means the world to me.
Stop crying, Bill. You were saying it's a very special day. I thought you were going to say you're going down to see Mr. Trump in Washington today.
Oh, yeah, that's a special
Well, that's
day.
a
I can't
very
wait. He's
special
in
day,
London,
yeah.
and I've got a ticket. I'm
Yeah.
going.
Oh, do you
You got a ticket? You have to get a ticket?
Well, apparently you do. It's limited seating, so you have to go
Really?
online and get a ticket.
Did you get the ticket before they build the fence?
Well, I'm going down there to wave my Canadian flag and offer to help build the fence.
I see. Okay. Well, that's great. Oh, yeah. What a tough crowd it's going to be. Well, not only is it Mother's Day tomorrow, and happy Mother's Day to all the moms listening, all the grandmoms, the big sisters, the stepmoms.
Anybody who gave birth.
Well, that leaves Bill and me out, but there you go. Yeah, so thank you for
they
doing
could
that.
be mothers even if they didn't give birth.
This is true.
Well, it's like we said in the show yesterday
Yeah.
morning. You know, if your mother wasn't doing her thing, then we wouldn't be here. Whatever that was. So we know what's going on in Fort McMurray right now. It's a very ugly scene. Isn't that
Oh,
ugly?
yeah.
That is so
Oh,
sad.
Oh, yeah.
God almighty. Well, there's this one fellow that's homeless, and guess how we found out about it? Social media. No kidding. He found out about it in social media.
Really?
He found out his place was burning, yeah.
Wow. You got to be kidding
Got
me.
off work Tuesday, went on Facebook to see a video of my house burning down. I'm still in shock. I don't really comprehend it. I don't have a home to go back to. Everything I had's gone. All I had was what I went to work with. My passport's gone. Everything's gone. I lived there with my mom, my brothers, sister. Last time I talked to them, they weren't even in Edmonton yet, but we were separated. I got stuck north of town. They were stuck south of town. Everything's gone. I don't know where they are right now.
It's just an ugly sight. I had heard a story too of the fire department. I guess it's part of the volunteer fire department. They went out and they were trying to save people's homes, and their own places burned down.
Yeah.
Ugly mess.
Yeah, no, it's been sad.
And it's
Been
far
really
from
sad.
over yet.
Well,
Oh,
the
yeah.
wind keeps coming up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And, you know, I haven't been up to Fort Mac, but I've been up to Grand Prairie, and it is windy.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah. You
Yeah.
get sand in your eyes everywhere you go.
Wow.
Wow.
You've been in that area, haven't you?
No, I have.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in Fort Mac. It's a really neat city.
Was.
Obviously in the middle. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
was.
was.
Well, I heard someone talk about it yesterday, and they said, you know, like as much as there's a bunch of negativity, there's a lot of buildings that have been saved. There's a lot of homes that have been saved. So there is a foundation to start again, so to speak. So there is some positive stuff happening. Certainly the positive from all the oil companies providing all the housing to all
Exactly.
the locals, so
Yeah,
that
a lot
they
of people-
have someplace to be safe.
A lot of people have stepped up to the plate and opened their arms and opened their houses. It's like Gander after 9/11.
Yeah.
And, you know, here's all these people that they've lost absolutely everything. Imagine how devastating that would be. Fortunately, they haven't lost their siblings or parents, but you just sort of, it's fairly nice to go down the road and have somebody open their arms to you.
Well,
Yeah.
I remember Elton Nash losing his place in the fires in Kelowna.
Uh-huh.
Who?
Yeah. Elton Nash is with Remax.
Yeah, he's our
name
vice,
dropper.
he's our vice president.
Okay, well, I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
There you go. Now you
Yeah.
know.
Him and a few other people along with him that lost their places.
So when things do happen up there, we'll let people know about it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, today's a big day in history, right, Billy? You always bring these
It
things
does.
in. Big day
It's
in history. Yeah.
Big day in history. And you know me, I'm such a non-sporting enthusiast.
I know, yeah.
So today, Edmonton's win their second Stanley Cup.
The Oilers won their second.
Edmonton Oilers.
On this date, back in when?
Back on May 7th, 1985.
Oh, it has been a long time, hasn't it?
Well, and look at how quickly
dear.
the season was ended
Uh-huh.
in those days.
Yeah.
We're not even into the third round yet.
No, and Edmonton's still not in it.
Oh, that's right, too. They're not.
In fact, there are no Canadian teams, but that's
No.
another story for another. It's 10:05. It's the Radio Real Estate Show. Bill Macklem is here. He's the president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. He's the resident mortgage guy in the program. And Bill, you have the weekly mortgage rate update in just a couple of minutes.
Absolutely.
What else is on your mind this morning?
I'm going to be answering the question of the week as well, so that's one of the things I'm going to be asking. Now, the other thing I'm going to be doing is I'm talking about how difficult it is to get a mortgage,
Really?
to get approval.
So if our friend Dwayne needs a mortgage, he's going to have it. Well, he knows you, so he can probably do something.
But it's taking some time to.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. It's we have a number of lenders that used to take one. Well, I'll get into that when we start talking. But
let me guess, it's because before they needed to get the dough in, now they need to get the dough out. No.
No.
The other way around.
Other way around, sorry.
It's cherry picking.
Oh,
they pick
gotcha.
the best people that there are.
That makes more sense, yeah.
On our radio real estate show, let me start that again. Our radio real estate home handyman, Finn Jensen, will talk to us later in the show about our West Coast Magic Weather Mix.
Monica Dina Briga, president of Mummy Maze, will be here with her spring cleaning tip of the week. And this morning, Monica has an eco-friendly way to help you clean your ring. Oh, around your collar.
See, that's why I choose not to wear shirts with collars on them, because then
I've been noticing that.
Yeah.
I thought you belonged to the Don Cherry Club.
Well,
Yeah,
no.
I was
no.
going to mention that to you, Tom.
Actually, Fern was going to mention that she saw Bill's collar, but we won't go there. Radio Real Estate News headlines is coming up, and we'll also be talking about what went on in the world of real estate today. We'll get Bill and we'll get Fern. They'll give us their expert opinion on each headline. And also, we'll be speaking with our Los Cabos expert in real estate. His name is Nick Fong, and he's got a very special report for us coming up this morning.
And Bill's mortgage question of the week is coming up. If there's something you need to know about, leave your question for Bill on our website, RadioRealEstateShow.ca. That's RadioRealEstateShow.ca, and Bill will answer it on our next show.
Andrea Jock of Keller Williams Elite Realty chats to us about the April sales stats in the Tri-Cities.
And then we're going to talk to Andy Mattu of New Coast Realty. He will be on the show to look at the greater Vancouver real estate market.
It's now 10:07, and you're listening to Radio Real Estate on CL 650.
It's right, 10 after 7. No, it's 7 after 10. See, Bill, that's why you do the money in the mortgage.
Did I say 10:07?
No, you did. I just goofing.
I did.
Tom, you're trying to confuse us, I can tell. We've got to keep on our
I'm
toes
easily
today.
confused. You know that.
I've heard
Yeah, we
that.
know that.
I just want to see how easily you were confused. It's time now for the weekly mortgage rate update. Bill Macklem is here, and he's not confused at all. We're just goofing around. What's going on this morning with money?
Rates are staying constant. Looks like this is going to be the new norm for a while.
Really?
So these rates aren't going to go crazy. So you're going to have some half-decent discounted variable rate mortgages. So your prime is at 2.7. We all know that. Bank prime is 2.7. Everybody gets that. So if you're going to have a line of credit, it's going to be half above the prime. Unless you got a scads of money in the bank, then the bank might give you a little bit of quarter discount off that. But traditionally, you're going to look at a 3.2% on your line of credit. On a mortgage, you're going to be looking at prime minus something.
You came across a very special deal today you were telling us about off the air. Maybe you should share that with the folks just quickly.
So I'm like all consumers. I'm looking for the best rate. And I'm frugal. I've been told not to say I'm cheap.
Don't say
Oh,
cheap.
hey.
Never
I'm
say
frugal.
cheap. Frugal.
I'm frugal.
Yeah.
I was going to correct you there.
So I'm looking at it, and I see this rate come up on the screen. It says 2.155-year rate. I'm kind of like,
Hallelujah.
oh, I know that I can't get that rate. Where is this guy getting the rate from? So I go further online, and I find, it's a huge discounted variable rate mortgage. It's not a 5-year fix. It's not a closed mortgage. So it is up to the balances of the market. So yeah, it's not really what I said it was. That's the problem. We get a lot of people coming in. I remember getting a really good rate for a client of ours. I think I got a 2.2 or 2.3 on a variable rate mortgage, and the guy says, "Oh, well, that seems kind of expensive." And I kind of I looked, I'm kind of like, "Are you serious?" He says, "Yeah, I thought it'd be like 1 point something or other."
Wow.
I said, "Well, first off, you have to actually have income. You have to have a job. You have to have a pay stub, and you have to have notice of assessment. You're paying your taxes." And then you might qualify for something like that, but it's going to be in the 2s, not the 1s. And whatever you're reading, you're not reading it correctly.
Interesting. Well, we've got some business to take care of on this show, so in the next segment of the program, Bill will answer the mortgage question of the week. Later, we'll examine the real estate news headlines. We will chat with Nick Fong, our Los Cabos agent, and we'll talk with a good friend of yours, a good friend of the show, a good friend of the radio station, Fred Snyder. He's the host of It's Your Money. You were a guest on there, a couple of weeks ago?
Yes, I've been a guest. I've been honored to be a guest a couple of times on this show.
You've been working with Fred quite a lot?
Actually, yes, my portfolio's with Fred.
So Fred's got an interesting thing he wants to talk about today. I'm going to let you guys go at it. We're going to talk about mortgages and making them tax-free, right?
There you go.
So that'll be interesting.
Yep. So you're listening to Vancouver's original on-air open house on Radio Real Estate on CL 650.
Tom Lucas here with Charon Seffi, developer of Venue in Surrey. Now, Charon, tell me, you say anybody can afford their own home?
Absolutely. We have a project called Venue out in Surrey within minutes of the SkyTrain, and our pricing starts from $159.9 to $299. How could you not afford something which is that low price and within 5 minutes walking distance to the SkyTrain station, so you're connected right down to downtown Vancouver.
Venue, what a place to call home. For more information online, it's venuelife.ca or call 604-581-8000 for details. Tom Lucas at the Radio Real Estate Show, and here's the mother of all mechanics, Mr. Mike Farkas from North Vancouver Nissan. Good morning, my friend.
Good morning, Tom, and happy Mother's Day to all those mothers out there.
Well, thank you.
We have a 24/7 feature on our website. You can book an appointment anytime, whenever it's convenient for yourself.
Get to the website, northvancouvernissan.com. Book your appointment. Go see my friend Mike.
And I'll be waiting.
Happy Mother's Day.
Hi, it's Bill Macklem from Dominion Macklem Mortgages. You have equity in your home. You are over 65. We have some exciting financing options for you. Purchase your second home, help your children buy their home, or set up an annuity for life. Call Dominion Macklem Mortgages at 604-684-4663, 604-684-HOME.
CL 650.
We get letters. We get stacks and stacks of letters.
I played that for your mom, Bill, for Mrs. Backlund, Mama's Pearl.
She loves it.
Yeah, well, it's Mother's Day tomorrow, and have you been shopping for Mom yet?
Absolutely.
Okay. Mrs. Backlund, just close your ears for a minute. What did you get her?
Good stuff.
You know what? Like gefilte fish and flowers again?
No, I got her flowers.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Plastic ones or real?
No, planted.
Okay. That's
Planted?
Wow.
In a pot.
Wow, hey.
And who's going to water them and take care of them?
My mom, she loves it.
Does she really?
She's a good gardener.
Happy Mother's Day. So you ready for the question of the week? Because I know you have your gardening sweater on right now. The one
I
that,
do.
Yeah.
The one with the extra pockets.
That's
for
the one?
All the different utensils.
The
I
trowels
use,
and things. The trowels, yeah. And the worms.
The little forks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who has time to
The
garden?
snippers.
Gee,
His mom doesn't.
that's true.
I watered my plants this morning.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, you must have been up early.
I was.
Gee. Anyway, let's get on
Yes.
with the show. This week's question comes from James Rattenberry of Vancouver. James would like to know, Bill, if there is a difference between mortgage options available to purchase a home.
Well, thanks, Fern. That's a good question from James. There's a number of different ways of buying a home. Obviously, there's different kinds of mortgages. So the kind of mortgages you would normally have is you have a conventional, which means that you're putting down more than 20% down. You have a high ratio, which is you're putting less than 20% down. Therefore, it's insured by Canada Mortgage and Housing, Genworth, Central Guarantee. You've got those three. So those are insured. You have a fixed rate mortgage, which means that it's closed and fixed for 5 years. So no matter what happens in the market, you are safe. You have a variable rate mortgage, which means that on a variable rate, it's a discounted off the prime. So if the prime from the Bank of Canada rises because all of a sudden they feel that we're starting to heat up as an economy, then they'll actually give us a discount off that. So that can rise or fall. And then you have a line of credit mortgage, which means that it's just straight interest and it's on the never plan. So you'll never pay it off. You'll always have this unless you sell it or you decide that you're going to move it, or maybe you're waiting for an inheritance, or maybe you know you won the lottery. So there's three different types there. You could do an agreement for sale, and then Fern would do that with you as a way to structure that properly. But in these markets, you'd wonder why anybody would do that, because that means you put in a cap on the price of your home, and the person who's doing an agreement for sale normally has to pay it out within 3 to 5 years, and so you're giving up the accrued value of the home over that same period of time. So it's not likely you would do that. Not really. You could do a rent-to-own. That means that there's no price on the house at all, but you have to show Canada Mortgage and Housing and Genworth, you have to show to them that you are actually putting more money into the rent-to-own than the actual rent that you have to pay. Because just because you're paying rent doesn't mean that's part of the down payment. You have to have rent, which has got to be normal economic rent. If you're buying a place, let's say it's a townhouse, and you're paying $1,200 a month on the townhouse, well, that would be rent, no matter what it is. So if you're going to do a rent-to-own, you have to put an extra $5,000 to $1,000 per month into it, and it has to be shown that you've done that over a period of time.
Whew. Wow, so much to think about. For expert mortgage information online, visit billymac.com. That's Billy with an I, not a Y. mac.com, or call Bill at 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
Now, Fern, you and I were talking about Charon Sethi and his project Venue in South Surrey, and you brought up a very interesting point.
Well, it was interesting because I've been listening to the ads and I've been listening to you on your morning radio show too, and you've been advertising the project. But I didn't hear anywhere that the property transfer tax is not applicable, because with the new laws that just came in, that if you're a Canadian citizen and if you're buying under $750,000, property transfer tax is not applicable. So he's sitting out on all those properties there, and people can go in and they're not paying tax.
I like that. Okay, number one, I'm a Canadian citizen. Number two, I do not have $750,000. Let's go after the show.
Well, I was by there the other day, and there were all kinds of people wandering around with brochures in their hands.
I'll bet, yeah.
Yep.
And you can be a second or a third-time home buyer.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be a
Yeah, you
first-time
don't
home
have to be a first time like in the past.
Yeah.
We
Thank
should
you.
get Sharon back on the show and talk some more about this.
I think we should.
Good idea. 15 after 10, 10:15. Time now to find out what's going on out in the Tri-Cities. Andrea Jock is here from Keller Williams Elite Realty. She's on the line. Hello there, Andrea.
Good morning, Tom. Hi, everyone.
So you're working today. I thought you'd be at the mall shopping for Mom's Day tomorrow.
I'm already prepared. Remember, I got her present last week.
Oh, that's right, too. On sale, no less. But anyway, that's okay. Hey, houses are for sale out in the Tri-Cities, and I hear they're selling quickly.
Absolutely. It's been busy in the Tri-Cities. For the month of April, Port Moody had 37 detached sales. Coquitlam had 158, and Port Coquitlam saw 81. As for attached sales, the Tri-City had over 300. Today I'm featuring a very special listing for one of our very own listeners. Hi, Penny. Classy and elegant describes this beautiful top-floor, two-bedroom, spacious 1,017 square foot condo located in the popular adult living 55-plus Princess Gate by Polygon. This beautiful home features vaulted ceilings, oversized windows, skylights, an abundance of natural light, gorgeous engineered Brazilian cherry hardwood flooring, designer paint, crown moldings, designer lighting, cozy corner fireplace, radiant heat, and a beautiful gourmet kitchen. All this and more just steps away from the new Evergreen SkyTrain Station, Town Center, Coquitlam Center, and Lafarge Lake. Tomorrow at 10:30 is the Mother's Day tea at the Port Moody Station Museum. Wishing all the wonderful mothers, including my very own, a happy Mother's Day. This is Andrea Jock for Radio Real Estate.
To get in touch with Andrea, call 604-783-3124. That's 604-783-3124. Or visit pinnaclegrouprem.com. That's pinnaclegrouprem.com.
Thank you, Fern. 17 after 10 o'clock. And thank you to Andrea, who's going to go out and buy her mother something special for Mother's Day tomorrow. She said she already bought something special, but
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
And listen, she's a realtor, and we're usually pretty organized, You
Well,
have
I know
to be.
you're pretty busy. I know that.
Well, yeah, it's called fit in the time slot.
Oh, that's what it's called. Well, coming up, we'll fit it into the time slot. We'll chat about the real estate stories that were making the news this past week. Boy, we got some dandies. We'll also hear about some money-making real estate offers in Los Cabos with Nick Fong.
And good morning. This is Ferd Northcott of Remax Performance Realty with mortgage expert Bill Macklem, president of Dominion Macklem Mortgage, producer Dwayne Bishop, and Tom Lucas, our leader. You're listening to Radio Real Estate, Vancouver's original on-air open house on CL 650.
Introducing Mommy Maids, a business created out of the lack of employment opportunities for single moms with flexible working hours. From residential to commercial, you can trust their insured and bonded cleaning professionals with any task. Let them clean your castle with no hassle. Go to mummymaids.com or call 604-533-4959.
1, 2, 3, ABC. Mommy Maids come rescue me.
Tom Lucas at the Radio Real Estate Show, and here's the mother of all mechanics, Mr. Mike Farkas from North Vancouver Nissan. Good morning, my friend.
Good morning, Tom, and happy Mother's Day to all those mothers out there.
Well, thank you.
We have a 24/7 feature on our website. You can book an appointment anytime, whenever it's convenient for yourself.
Get to the website, northvancouvernissan.com. Book your appointment. Go see my friend Mike.
I'll be waiting.
Happy Mother's Day.
Hi, this is Ferd Northcott of Remax Performance. Your real estate dreams begin with you. Baby boomers move for various reasons. Perhaps your home is just too big, or you want to buy that toy you always wanted. Together, we will make that happen. Call or text me, Fern Northcott, 604-790-9066, 604-790-9066, or visit fnorthcott.com.
Hi, it's Bill Macklem from Dominion Macklem Mortgages. With interest rates always being a topic of discussion, it is important to have a mortgage professional who will guide you. If interest rates are all you think of, I can get you a 0% interest rate if you put 100% down. Of course, with 100% down, you don't really need a mortgage. Variable rates versus fixed rates. Which one is right for you? Call Dominion Macklem Mortgages, 604-684-4663, 604-684-HOME.
Vancouver weather.
That's pretty funny, Bill. If you put 100%, you don't need a mortgage.
Not bad, eh?
I like that. What can we do for the weather? I think solid sunshine today. It's going to be warm here on the coast and even warmer inland, right?
Yes, and on Mother's Day, it's a mix of sun and cloud, clearing near noon, windy, high of 17. And Sunday, it's going to be on Monday, it's going to be sunny.
Well, you know what?
Sunny on Sunday.
It's going to be sunny tomorrow when you're helping your mom digging in the garden tomorrow.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, right now on the Radio Real Estate Show, unbelievable, it's 16 degrees.
CIL 650.
Ah, yeah. Si, senor.
You do have pretty good step there.
Thank you. Well, Fern taught me that's the Mexican hat dance we were doing there.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty funny, Tom.
I thought it was the quick trot.
Is that anything like the Green Apple Quick Step? Yeah, got to be a certain age to know about the Green Apple Quick Step. Yes.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Well, I know that Fern likes to travel to Mexico. You love it down there.
I love Mexico.
Great place to be.
You bet.
Lots of sunshine, lots of great people, and lots of great opportunities to invest some money in and make some money in return. Our Los Cabos agent, Nick Vong, is standing by the telephone. Nick, good morning.
Price reduction on a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo located in the San Jose beach of Costa Azul. Priced at $499, this 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, fully furnished, turnkey rental machine is something to really take a look at. With my private lender financing, if you can qualify, with just as little as 30% down or about $150,000, you can finance the remaining amount at interest rates starting at 8.5% over a 20-year time period and a 10-year balloon. What does that look like? Well, your monthly payments are about $3,000 a month, and after all other expenses, you probably are still going to be generating about $20,000 a year in positive cash flow. And you'll still have about 7-8 weeks a year to use the property yourself. Imagine that, being able to cover all your expenses and to use the property 5-6 weeks a year and still pocket 20 grand a year. That's amazing. I'm going to share a profit and loss statement for last year. This condo generated $77,000 in revenue and had expenses totaling just over $20,000. That leaves $57,000 approximately of positive cash flow. If you were to finance this, the $3,000 a month payments or $36,000 a year will leave you with over $20,000 of positive cash flow. Now, that is an incredible investment for a vacation place like Cabo San Lucas. Of course, if you're a cash buyer, yielding yourself over a 10% return on your money. If you have any questions, let me know. Have a great rest of your week.
For more information on our Mexican market, call Nick Fong at 1-312-725-3664 or send Nick an email at info@loscabosagent.com. That's info@loscabosagent.com.
Thank you, Willie. It's 23 minutes after 10 o'clock. It's Mother's Day tomorrow, so today is the last day. If you haven't shopped for Mom, we better get us. Should I meet you guys on the bus somewhere? We'll go.
We'll go in the van.
What an idea. Let's go in the van.
It's comfy.
I like that.
That's a party van, I hear.
Well, let's wait till the
we're
party
trying to
till
keep
after
that
we.
down.
I'll be serving coffee on the way, but in the meantime, let's do some headlines of the news. Love this part of the show. I read the headlines. You guys tell me what you think. Are you ready?
Lay it on us.
Okay, here we go. Vancouver's dilemma with empty houses. It says the public's input is sought after 10,800 were found unoccupied. The city of Vancouver has launched a website looking for the public's thoughts. What do you guys think?
Who's going to go around counting all those houses that are empty?
Well, somebody do
I mean, do we have that much money that we have enough minions to go out and count all these houses? Well, maybe these people that are minions, maybe they should go get a job.
Maybe they should think about doing something else.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, for 10,800, I mean, where did that figure come from anyway? Why are they unoccupied? And you know what? If people own them and I want to leave my house unoccupied, isn't that my business?
So maybe you're
Why
gone,
does the
maybe you've gone to Mexico for 3 or 4 months and left the house empty.
Then it's, yeah, that's right. It's unoccupied.
Like,
I mean, why is this an issue?
Well,
I don't understand. Where's our
whoa,
taxpayer money going?
whoa. Here's the issue. Let's suppose that I have a house next door to one of these homes. I'm trying to sell it. Fern goes, geez, Tom, I can't sell your house because this bozo next door to you is not here, not cutting their lawns.
Yeah, well, then that's municipal
really?
level.
Yeah, okay.
You know, you go to the municipality and say there's rats in the house next door, and they put.
They say, sir, we're not responsible for who bought the home.
You're right.
Okay. A lack of affordability. It says it hurts small business owners. Could people moving out of the area and high property taxes have something to do with this? What do you guys think?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, if we listen to Bob DeWitt from the Greater Vancouver Home Housing Development, GVHBA anyways, they're talking about the fact that all the municipalities have huge development costs to get land even into development for housing. So, I mean, this puts a delay on everything. I mean, Surrey's, 6 months? I think Maple Ridge is 6 months. I believe that White Rocks is 8 months. Richmond is 6 months. Everybody's so busy that we're delaying the building of the homes that we require. We require 2,000 additional homes being built over and above the regular demand of homes in the Lower Mainland, and we're not even close to fulfilling the need. So yes, a lack of affordability because they're not coming on the market fast enough.
All right, now BC ponders tougher housing laws. Housing Minister Rich Coleman is looking at legal changes focusing on bad landlords and tenants.
Well, you know, we do have the Landlord and Tenant Act, and in the 70s that it swayed in favor of the landlord, but then in the 80s and 90s it swayed the other way, and it was in favor of the tenants, and tenants' rights became such a big deal. And you know, first of all, I'd want to see what legal changes he wants to make, focusing on bad landlords and tenants. You know, you go through a market like this, and there's a lot of renters out there that are wanting to buy or not wanting to buy. They're quite happy being where they are. Their rent increases mainly because it's all called marketplace and demand and supply, and it just creates a lot of people being disgruntled. And so, focusing on bad landlords, I'd like to talk to Rich.
All right, now we're gonna have some fun with this question. It says, shadow flipping alleged in Richmond. The Davis brothers claim they were just 2 of 60 property owners victimized in a real estate scam. They sold their mom's home for $860,000, only to learn a little bit later that some realtor had quickly flipped the property for $970,000, earning a $110,000 profit.
Yeah.
That's interesting. But we don't see a lot of that. I'm sure there are some that's happening. I mean, how many sales are there? There's got to be 40, 50,000 sales. I mean, so we've got 20 here, 60 here. I mean, it should never happen in a bad way. But let me. We were talking in the green room earlier. I mean, it can happen in a good way. So let's say, Tom, that I've helped you get a mortgage on a house that you're going to buy. You've already given your deposit, so now you're legally obligated to buy this property. And in the meantime, something disastrous happens. You lose your job, you fall off your car. I mean, something else, and you can't afford to buy the house anymore. Now what happens is that the realtor, Fern, can now take your property and sell it to somebody else, either at a loss or this kind of a market in an upswing, so that you get your money back. But what's really funny is that, when we're talking about an upswing in prices, this is a real problem. When it's a downswing in prices, you don't hear about it.
No, not at all.
Isn't that amazing?
So with the shadow flipping thing, that it's going on, and I've experienced that myself about 3 years ago with a client. But, the way things are right now, isn't Christy Clark going to fix all of that? So
of course.
Christy.
Well, I'm breathing a whole lot easier. Now, the dominant influence of Chinese investors in Vancouver has finally been proven with comprehensive data. In a recent 6-month period, 70% of all detached homes sold on the west side were purchased by mainland China buyers. Even more stunning, the studies showed that of all the self-declared occupations among homeowners on homes worth on average of $3.5 million, 36% of these people said they were students and or housewives. And of course, we know students and or housewives can't afford a home like this. See, nobody's saying anything. Should we move right along? What?
Well, what's happening with something like that is that what do we care whether people are housewives and students? We don't care. Somebody's bought the property. Someone's put their money up to buy this property. I mean, do they do the same kind of situation in New York or Chicago or San Francisco? Do they care about whether the people are actually living in the properties or not? They're selling the properties. They're paying their taxes. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing.
And who cares if it's a housewife or a student in their name?
So
it's a family deal.
Let's say that you're an international businessman,
which I'm not, but that's okay. Yeah.
Well, you have a lot of things you do. And so therefore you own a business and you're running it out of London, England.
Okay.
And so you buy a place here, but you leave your wife and your 3 kids here because they're going to go to school here.
Right now.
So how's that wrong?
That's a good question.
You're Canadian. You can buy a house here. It doesn't say this is a foreign nationals. It says Chinese.
I see.
Well,
and some
Chinese investors. I mean, we have a lot of Asian people here in BC.
I see.
Don't we?
It's sort of like when people come here, they're going to need a mortgage broker and a realtor, right?
sometimes.
Okay, so it's 29 after 10 o'clock now. We'll have more headline. I like the swing you guys did.
Gosh.
Now, yesterday on the morning show, I was talking with Fern, and thank you for that. I appreciate that. We had a very bad situation happen last weekend locally.
Yeah, we did
A
last
realtor
Saturday.
was showing a home, and
That's
something
right.
bad happened.
Well, she was holding open house, and it was getting towards the end of the open house, and a fellow came up and wanted to have a look at the open house, and while he was there, he attacked her.
This is nothing new. This has happened before.
This is nothing new. I've actually had it happen in my life a couple of times. So, you know,
What has happened to you? What could possibly happen to a realtor?
Well, you know, years ago, I'm going back to the 70s now, that I was young and naive, and I was called out to do an evaluation on a home, and when I got there, the gentleman showed me through the home, and there was a lady in bed, and obviously he said to me, "Oh, she's not well." So, and I mean, these people at that time were in their 50s, 60s. Okay, I'm in my mid-20s. And so we go through the house and we have a look at the house, and you know, we go and sit down in the kitchen, and he and I are looking at one another across the table. Next thing I hear this kerfuffle, and she's screaming down the hall with a knife in her hand. She's going to either kill him because he's fooling around with me, or she's going to kill me because she thinks I'm fooling around with him. So they got into a big scuffle on the kitchen floor, and the knife, he got the knife away from her. I slipped out the door, closed the door behind me, went and got in my car, drove 3 blocks down the road, and burst into tears. I was scared to death. And then I had to evict a motorcycle gang.
Tell me about the motorcycle gang.
Did you get the listing, though? That's one thing. I just want to
get the listing.
Did you get the listing?
No, I didn't want too much alcohol involved. No, the one with the motorcycle gang, that way back in the 70s, that the Highways Department was buying up all the property for where Alex Fraser Bridge is right now. And I had a piece of property listed underneath the bridge, and it was up a long, lonely road and all of this kind of stuff, inhabited by a bunch of bikers. And I sold it to the province of BC. Well, they gave it to me as my job to go and evict these guys. So I was a little scared, so I kind of took my car. And then these days, in the 70s and 80s, that's what you did. And it was part of the job, you know, that suck it up, Buttercup. Anyway, so I go up this long, lonely road, and I turn my car around, and I leave my, unfortunately, we were driving 18-foot cars, and I had this huge door open, and I went up and knocked on the door.
Left the motor running, too?
I did, actually.
Okay.
And I had the writ in my hand, and they opened the door, and I walked into the middle of these 5 bikers, and, you know, as you were taught right from the beginning, you have a lot of presence. You just sort of pretend you're aggressive.
Yeah, because you're a big person.
Oh, yeah, right. Scared as heck. And here's these 5 bikers all standing around, and I'm looking, and I thought, okay, where do you go from here? And I said to okay, who's the head biker here? And one stood up, and he comes over to me, and I said, here's your eviction notice. Looked him right in the eye. I said, it's not from me. It's coming from the provincial government. I backed out the door. I was not going to front out the door. Got in my car, same thing, and went a mile down the road and burst into tears. I was so scared.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Wow. So this continues to go on. So I think before we wrap this up, I'm going to ask you to give some tips, maybe for realtors, but for people in general.
Well, people in general, and the first thing that I always recommend to anybody, wherever you are in the world, is if you feel those little hairs go up on the back of your neck, flight, get out of there, because always trust it. We have those for a reason.
I guess.
Yeah, and I have trusted mine all my real estate career, so whenever it's happened, I have. The other thing that I do, definitely, is, and this has been a given for years, not so much now because the market's so brisk. If I was holding an open house, I always had a guest book in the kitchen on the counter, and when people come in, I greet them at the door. I let them go first. I say, please come in the kitchen first, and then I say, would you please sign my guest book? The sellers like to know who's been through their home. And immediately, they're on the defensive. You know, that without knowing it, with body language and things that you can say to people, you can put them at a disadvantage, and it looks like you're not aggressive, but you're friendly, and you're doing all this. And never turn your back on people.
Do you remember last week you had an open house, and I came to your open house, and you asked me to sign the book? I remember I signed Bill Macklem's name?
Well, you did.
Yeah, well, there you go. Thank you for that, friend. I appreciate that.
Hey, you're welcome.
Glad to see you're still here, and I do know a biker gang that we could maybe get you.
No, those days are gone.
All right, what's coming up on the show first?
So, next on the show, in our segment, we will be joined by Monica De Nobrega, president of Mommy Maids, who has this week's cleaning tips, and that will help clean that ring around your collar.
And we're going to be talking with Mr. Fred Snyder. He is the host of It's Your Money on this radio station. He can make you some money. He can also teach you how to make that mortgage you may have now tax-free. So, Bill and Fern will be talking with Fred. Looking forward to that.
More real estate information is coming up on Vancouver's original on-air open house.
It's the Radio Real Estate Show. Good morning. I'm Tom Lucas. Our co-host is Fern Northcott of Remax Performance Realty. Bill Macklem, president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. Our producer is Dwayne Bishop. And you are listening to Radio Real Estate on CL 650. Hi, Tom Lucas here from CL 650 with Charon Sethi, developer of Venue in Surrey, and you tell me about the investment side of life.
Our project out in Surrey is a fantastic startup for first-time investors with a price starting from $159,900 to $299 for a 2-bedroom and a den. Easy location, walking distance to everything, including SkyTrain and SFU.
Charon, you sure can't beat prices like that. VenueLife.ca. That's VenueLife.ca, 604-581-8000 for more details.
Hi, this is Fern Northcott from Remax Performance. Your real estate dreams begin with you. Real estate is the greatest investment you will ever make. Approach it as an adventure, financially and emotionally without mistakes. I have a plan for making your real estate investments work for you. Call or text me, Fern Northcott, at 604-790-9066, 604-790-9066, or visit fnorthcott.com.
Tom Lucas at the Radio Real Estate Show, and here's the mother of all mechanics, Mr. Mike Farkas from North Vancouver Nissan. Good morning, my friend.
Good morning, Tom, and happy Mother's Day to all those mothers out there.
Well, thank you.
We have a 24/7 feature on our website. You can book an appointment anytime, whenever it's convenient for yourself.
Get to the website, northvancouvernissan.com. Book your appointment. Go see my friend Mike.
I'll be waiting.
Happy Mother's Day.
Hi, this is Monica from Mummy Maids. We're here to help you with all your cleaning needs, including move-in, move-outs, packing and unpacking, organizing, laundry and windows, walls, basic cleaning and custom cleaning. We do it all. You deserve a break and Mummy Maids can help. Let us clean your castle with no hassle. Call 604-533-4959. That's 604-533-4959. Or visit us at mummymaids.com.
Hi, it's Bill Macklem from Dominion Macklem Mortgages. In these busy times, it is not always possible to get to a bank for appointments. With young families and busy agendas, we have found that our personal, professional, and our at-home service is very much appreciated. Call 604-684-4663, 604-684-HOME, or online at billymac.com. That's B-I-L-L-I, not a Y, M-A-C.com.
Who's the one who tied your shoe when you were young and knew just when to come and see what you had done, Mama? Oh, Mama.
CL 650. The clean up woman, 'cause she's tough. I mean, she really cleans up.
Well, Monica Dino Briga is here. She is a cleanup woman. She's also a mommy. That's why she has mommy maids.
Very good.
Nice tie-in, eh?
Hey.
Yeah, so for all the mommies that work at Mommy Maids, we say Happy Mother's Day to you.
I hope she has a day off tomorrow.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Well, if she has enough kids, they should be taking care of her, don't you think?
I think
Monica,
so.
make the darn kids do the work tomorrow. 10:37. Let's find out what Monica is up to. She's got the tip of the week. Monica is on the line. Hello there, Monica.
Good morning, Tom. Got ring around the collar? Remove it with chalk. To remove ring around the collar, draw over the stain with a piece of white chalk. Let it soak up the grease for a few minutes, then dust off the excess chalk and launder as usual. No more ring around the collar. Save yourself a few bucks from a trip to the dry cleaners, and with results you'll be proud of yourself. This is Monica Dinabriga for Radio Real Estate.
To let mommy maids clean your castle with no hassle, call Monica at 604-533-4959. That's 604-533-4959, or visit mommymaids.com. That's mommymaids.com.
It's 10:38 on the Radio Real Estate Show. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Tom Lucas. Our co-host is Fern Northcott of Remax Performance Realty. You've been doing this real estate thing for 1 or 2 years now?
Over 4 decades.
Wow, really?
Yes.
Why?
Started when I was 12.
Why did you start when you were 12? Why? Why did you want to be a realtor? Seriously.
Well, it's not, you don't really, well, nowadays people say when I grow up, I'm going to be a realtor. Back in 1972, you don't grow up and say, well, I think I'm going to be a realtor. It was just happenstance that I kind of got into it. And, hey, what can I say? The first 3 years I lived on credit cards, and after that, it was okay.
It was okay?
Yeah.
So you're going to stick with it for a while?
I may.
Okay, that's
Yeah, I think I might do the 50-year mark. I got 7 years to go.
Really?
Yeah.
Good going.
Wow.
You don't look a day over 14. I thought that was Bill laughing for a minute.
It's the Botox.
Yeah. Is that what it is?
No.
All right. Well, we were going to speak with our good friend, Fred Steiner, but I think Fred is out trying to make some more money for you right now.
Oh, good.
You've been dealing with Fred for quite a few years.
Yeah, about 8-9 years now.
So obviously there's a reason why you stick with Fred. This is making you some money.
He is.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we were going to speak with Fred, but he's making some money himself too. He's out fishing, getting ready for the next show, I think, this morning. So, Bill, we were going to talk about: is there a way that if somebody had a mortgage on the home, they can make that tax free?
Yeah, most people should look at this book called The Smith Maneuver. It's the Canadian Mortgage Tax Deductible Plan, and it's a good program. It doesn't happen overnight. You have to be aware of that. It takes years to complete. You need to have a good financial analyst. That's why Fred Snyder is such a good person to be using. What you're going to do is you're going to see receive increased annual tax refunds. You're going to reduce years off your mortgage, and you're going to increase your net worth. So what you're doing is you're actually liquidating all your existing assets from the non-registered accounts, obviously not your registered, like not your RSPs, and apply it towards a down payment on your home. Or if you already own a home, you take all those fees and pay down your mortgage.
Okay.
So what you're actually doing is you're going to be asking the lender, the bank, and it's mostly banks and some credit unions. They're going to ask for a readvanceable mortgage. So it's kind of like a global limit. You can do 80% financing on your existing home, and so you take that 80% limit. And so what you're doing now is that so if you can kind of picture this as being a big circle, as you nibble away part of the principal of the mortgage you're paying off, you're now getting an increase in the amount of the line of credit that's available to you. And as you have larger and larger chunks of this line of credit available to you, you're investing it. But it's still part of your mortgage. So now that becomes a tax-deductible expense.
So this is the Smith Maneuver. So would I need to go and see a person like Bill Macklem, a mortgage broker, first? Or do I need to go and see a person like Fred Snyder, who's a financial planner?
Well, what we have a lot of clients come into us just to kind of get some of the basic facts. Then we normally pass them on to Fred, because Fred's excellent on this. He's really great. He's got lots of years of experience on it. So we really support him in that regard.
Yep. Yes, I find the same thing too. That he's done really well for me in the last 8-9 years, and I've amalgamated everything with him, and I appreciate my return. And he reviews it every 6 months if I like, but every year. That's part of his program, that if you invest your money with him, that he reviews it every year, and he goes over your portfolio in detail. And probably by the 4th page, my eyes started to glaze over, and I just said, Fred, get to the bottom line. What is my net worth now? And then let's talk about technology.
Every couple of months, Bill and I will say to Fern, gee whiz, you're really dressed up. You look extra special today. And she goes, I'm going to see Fred. Okay. So now we know why.
Yeah, going to the big city.
That's right. So now if you need any more questions on this, I'm sure you can call Fern or Bill or even give Fred a call, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because there's some other things that Fred would be talking about as well, is that you might want to look at, if you're over 65 and you can actually qualify over 55, but over 65 you qualify what they call a reverse mortgage. Now Fred and I would probably suggest that you don't really need to do that until such time as there's a better spot. But if you're at the point where you don't have the income to support a mortgage, you can actually take some of the equity out of your house. That's tax-free because you've already paid for it. And then you could take that money to Fred, and Fred could use that on a similar type program all over again, because you're getting free money out of your home and you don't have to pay it back. And so therefore now the money is starting to grow with Fred, and Fred gets some really good yields. So he can help you grow your equity. So yes, you're depleting your home a little bit, but your home is growing in value between 8 and 12% anyways in this market. And so now your monies are going to be growing as well. So now you actually increase your wealth probably by double.
So, if you have a clear title home, and what you do is you get a line of credit on your home up to the percentage. Well, this is true. So you do it while you're working. You don't do it after you retire.
But those people who may not have that opportunity today, I'm saying that now they can go to the reverse mortgage part of it, don't qualify for the mortgage, so they can take this money, and they go through us. I'm an accredited reverse mortgage guy, and so then we take that money out. Then we talk to Fred and actually start increasing your.
Do you guys know we're off the air at 11?
Well, I'm sorry. We're kind of getting into a little bit of business here.
My goodness, holy cow! This sounds like a little more complicated than I thought it was.
You know what? It is complicated. That's why you have a special person for each thing. I mean, if I needed a DJ, I go to you. If I need a mortgage person, I go to Bill. If I need a mechanic, I go to Dwayne. No, I don't. If I needed a producer in the radio, I go to Dwayne.
You better be nice, because Dwayne is in MMA, I just found it out. I'm going to be his manager. Yeah, so behave yourself. Coming up, we're going to chat about the greater Vancouver real estate market. A friend of yours, Andy Mattu, will be here of New Coast Realty. William, you have something special to chat about, too?
We're going to be chatting about the difficulties of getting a mortgage approval these days.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be very interesting.
Look forward to that. So this is for Northcott of Remax Performance Realty with Bill Macklem, president of Dominion Macklem Mortgage, producer Dwayne Bishop, and our illustrious leader, Tom Lucas. You're listening to Vancouver's original on-air open house, Radio Real Estate, on CL 650.
Tom Lucas with Terrence Sethi, the developer at Venue in Surrey, and let's talk about first-time buyers this time.
Fantastic opportunity for first-time buyers who are not in the resale market yet, with a pricing start at $159,900 to just under $300,000 for a 2-bedroom and a den. You can't go wrong with something like that as a startup, and within walking distance to everything.
If you want to get some more information, go online to venuelife.ca, venuelife.ca, or call 604-581-8000 for more details.
Hi, this is Fern Northcott of Remax Performance. Your real estate dreams begin with you. You deserve the facts of a professional home evaluation based on the statistics of the MLS. To find out what your house is really worth, call or text me. Fern Northcott, 604-790-9066, 604-790-9066, or visit fnorthcott.com.
Hi, it's Bill Macklem from Dominion Macklem Mortgages. As your mortgage broker, I am your home loan consultant, helping you finance the largest debt of your life. All of us want to make the right financing decision when we're making this choice. Even after you sign for your mortgage, we are still there for you. Call us. Dominion Macklem Mortgages, 604-684-4663, 604-684-HOME.
Vancouver weather.
Day before Mom's Day, lots of sunshine, solid sunshine, 20 degrees along the seawall up to, I don't know, maybe mid-20s inland. Bill, what's happening tomorrow for the big day?
For a big day, Mother's Day, a mix of sun and cloud, clearing around noon with a high near 17, lows about 5. But Monday, back to work, is going to be sunny and a high of 18 and a low of 9.
Well, I said the big day. I didn't mean Mother's Day. I meant tomorrow when you're taking me to lunch, right?
Exactly.
Okay, I got it, man. It's 16 degrees downtown now on the Radio Real Estate Show.
CL 650.
Sounds like the mother and child reunion to me is only a moment away.
Really?
Yeah.
24 hours away.
No kidding.
Yeah, tomorrow.
I haven't been shopping yet, have you?
Well, my mother isn't around now.
That doesn't matter. Have you still been shopping for your mom?
Well, no.
I
I have to go and put flowers on her grave, though.
I'll go with you.
I'm gonna.
That's a nice touch.
You want to come with me?
Yeah, sure.
It's in White
Okay.
Rocks.
Is it?
Not that far from where you live.
We'll do it tomorrow.
We can do it tomorrow.
Okay. All right. It's 10:46. It's the Radio Real Estate Show, and hello to all the moms that are listening. Right now, let's look at the lower mainland real estate market with Andy Mattu. He's a good friend of the Radio Real Estate Show. He also works over at New Coast Realty. He's on the line. Andrew, what's happening? Good morning.
Good morning, Tom. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I would say Happy Mother's Day to you at this point, but that doesn't really sound right. But let me ask you this. You're a married guy. You have kids. Have you shopped for Mother's Day yet?
Yeah, I haven't done anything yet.
Yeah,
Stuff, right?
well, I think as soon as you hang up the phone after your report, you better hit the mall, buddy.
I better do it before my open house.
I'm thinking, yeah. Well, listen, we'll get to the open house in a second, but how's it been this past week in Vancouver?
The houses are selling, and as people are finally calling and getting evaluations on their house, it's just a crazy time right now.
If people are thinking about putting their house on the market right now, should they phone the realtor? Are there certain questions they should be asking?
Well, it's just to sit down to see what things have been selling for in their area and what type of marketing people are doing to get more money for their house, top dollar, right?
And it doesn't look like it's going to end soon, does it?
Not anytime soon that I see.
Andrew, you have an example of some fine listings available for us this weekend.
Yeah, I got a open house today from 2 to 4 at 10823 129 8th Street, just over a 7,100 square foot lot here. You have nice views of the mountains, 4-level split house, 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom. Price sharp at $750. I'm not sure if you can find any houses in Surrey there for less than $750. Come see me today from 2 to 4.
Well, I say Happy Mother's Day to your mom and to your wife and to you. We'll talk to you real soon.
Sounds good. This is Andy Matthew for Radio Real Estate.
So you can put Andy Mattu of New Coast Realty to work for you. Just call 604-307-3000. That's 604-307-3000.
Or that's 604-307-3000.
Thank you.
You want some money? Do you? Huh?
You got the money, honey. I got.
Well, no, you got the time.
Well, that red light went on.
Sean, darn. Caught again. 10:48 is the Radio Real Estate Show. Bill Macklem is here. Fern is here. And Dwayne is here. And we're all here. And we're going to talk about money and buying homes and mortgages. And, oh, gee whizzikers.
That's, tell you.
Yeah?
It's crazy out there, man.
It's getting tougher to get a mortgage?
It's crazy.
Is it really?
Crazy.
Well, I know you're busy all the time.
Oh,
Fern's busy all the time.
So, in the old days, about 2 months ago,
Yeah.
if we ordered an appraisal, we would get appraisal done within a day, maybe 2 days. Today, it's like 5 to 7 days.
Really?
And we're privileged because we have a long-term relationship with our appraiser.
Because you know people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because some of the guys are getting 10 days turnaround on their appraisals.
Wow.
They are just swamped. They're just swamped. They can't. Now, our lenders are telling us, so we're back to, normally you get 3 to 5 day turnaround on our approvals from banks. Well, first off, pre-approvals now are back to almost 3 weeks. Maybe a month.
Wow.
Because they don't have time for that. Because they're looking after the real deals, and the real deals are taking 5 to 7 days. It's taking a longer time for them to get approved. So what's happening? And so therefore, the lenders are no different than the rest of us. If they have an application come across their desk, and a T isn't crossed or an I isn't dotted or there's something missing, the easiest way for them to get rid of it is to send it back to you and say, no, they've got it. This isn't correct. So you may send it in on an approval. You may not send in the actual offered purchase, but you may send in the listing because you haven't received it yet from the realtor. The lenders will not look at it till they actually have a copy of the offer along with the listing, because they do not want to be going back to the file again.
Wow.
So they're looking at less and less time on the file because they don't have enough time to keep on going back and forth, and then the clients change it. We had a client that's closing within 5 days. And all of a sudden, when they sold their property, they realized that they had more return from their property than they thought they did, and so they wanted to lower their mortgage by $100,000. So then you got to go back to the lender. The lender has to change that. We have to get them to sign that. Then it has to go to head office to get re-instructed, and then the lawyer who's already started working on the file now has to change all his documents because he was trying to get a heads up and get his head start on this thing because they're busy.
Yeah, and even in a slow market, that becomes a little bit complicated. It is all part of the process, but it takes time.
It takes
time.
time.
Unfortunately, in this kind of market, that buyers don't have time.
Nobody
you got
has
to buy.
time.
No, I know it. It's just we live.
Banks don't have time. The appraisers don't have time.
Yeah.
If you don't have a good lawyer, you didn't have a good lawyer. If you don't give them at least 15 days notice to get something approved, get done as an appointment, it's likely you're not going to get your deal done.
That makes a lot of sense. Maybe what we should do is have a lawyer on the show one day and talk about this, because this is an interesting subject.
You know what? I think a lawyer, a conveyancing lawyer, would really appreciate that because, the public does not understand the process. And a lot of times, because we've been doing this for a long time, we don't explain the process from the beginning to the end. And, of course, people will glaze over by the third statement anyway. But, yes, I think we should have a lawyer on the show.
This is just a wild guess, but I would surmise that you probably know a lawyer we could maybe get on the show. What do you think?
Oh, I just happen to.
I thought so. What's coming up for...
So to get expert mortgage information online, you visit billymac.com. That's Billy with an I, not a Y, mac.com, or by calling Bill at 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
In our next segment, we're going to hear from our Radio Real Estate home handyman. This is Finn Jensen. He's a great guy, and he's always available. And this morning, Finn is going to chat about our wonderful West Coast weather mix.
Good morning. What a wonderful day today, too. Lots of sunshine.
I know, isn't this awesome?
Thank you, Finn. We appreciate that. It's Tom Lucas, other co-host for Northcott of RE/MAX Performance Realty. Bill Macklem, president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. Our producers, Dwayne Bishop, and you in the sunshine are listening to Radio Real Estate on CIL 650.
Your life's too busy to be doing the things that you don't want to do. Hi, it's Monica at Mommy Maids. We'll free up your time by taking care of all your cleaning needs. We have weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, or one-time special occasion plans available, including move-in and move-outs. Commercial and residential cleaning performed by bonded, insured, WCB-covered, uniform cleaning experts. You deserve a break, and Mommy Maids can help. Let us clean your castle with no hassle. Call 604-533-4959 or visit mummymaids.com.
Tom Lucas at the Radio Real Estate Show, and here's the mother of all mechanics, Mr. Mike Farkas from North Vancouver Nissan. Good morning, my friend.
Good morning, Tom, and happy Mother's Day to all those mothers out there.
Well, thank you.
We have a 24/7 feature on our website. You can book an appointment anytime, whenever it's convenient for yourself.
Get to the website, northvancouvernissan.com, book your appointment, go see my friend Mike.
I'll be waiting.
Happy Mother's Day. It's Tom Lucas with Taryn Sethi from Venue in Surrey. Let's talk about some of the amenities that are close by.
A Venue project is located very close to the SkyTrain station, SFU, the City Hall, the library, absolutely beautiful library we've got in the city center, and of course, many, many, many restaurants.
A great place to call home. For more information online, it's venuelife.ca, venuelife.ca, or call 604-581-8000 for more details.
Mammy, CI 650.
I'm fixing a hole where the rain gets in and stops my mind from wandering. I'm filling the cracks that ran through the door and kept my mind from wandering.
I should point out to all the moms that might be listening, that was not the sound of bleeding sheep. That was Al Jolson singing, Mammy. It sounds a lot like a sheep.
I tell you, my mom loved that song. Be careful, though, that you makes us cookies.
Well, that's why I played it for your mom. And I want to say that to Mrs. Macklin that Bill has hidden his rubber boots so the sheep can get away. It's 10, Mammy.
I'm just helping them across the fence.
And you've got something special for Mom tomorrow, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, our friend Finn Jensen is standing by. What's on your mind this morning, Mr. Jensen?
Good morning, Tom, and good morning, everyone. The results of our compliant coastal weather is in evidence all through the lower mainland. The city and outlying areas have never looked more beautiful. The magic mixture of sun and rain with warm and cool is irresistible to vegetation. The formation of green in volume and every color adorns every neighborhood in one of the most impressive displays in years. Fortunate we are to reside here surrounded by everything one could wish for. Also, at this time, it is without doubt all British Columbians feel deep sympathy for the residents in Fort McMurray who were burned out of their homes and displaced due to the forest fire. BC residents, along with all Canadians, recognize the character and abilities of their population to overcome this adversity. And happy Mother's Day. This is Finn Jensen for Radio Real Estate. Talk to you next week.
Let Finn take care of your plumbing and heating needs. For fast, reliable, and dependable service, call Finn at Gentac Mechanical Installations. That is 778-378-2740, 778-378-2740.
Now, a little bit of advice from us folks here on the Radio Real Estate Show. And Dwayne, if you're in the studio, if you can help out, we have a special clip all about a Mother's Day movie, which is starring very, very famous people. And the thing is, it says if you want, you should not take your mom to see this movie for a Mother's Day gift.
Really?
Right.
Why is that?
Well, I don't know. Can we play a little bit of that? If that's handy, because we have a little clip from that movie. Dwayne's going to find it for us. And then we're going to show you why that perhaps you don't want to take your mom to see this. It's what are we doing today, dear? Say, hey, Mom, do you want to go and see a movie? Sure, that sounds good, she'd say, right? So then you take her into the theater to see the Mother's Day movie all about mom. Not a good movie, so don't take her to see it. Maybe after Mother's Day, go yourself and see it.
Well, what is it?
Well, you have to go and see it to find out. Okay. So now you have a special listing. We can maybe get that done today and then go see the movie tomorrow for Mother's Day, right?
That was just what you were saying about the movie. It's such a cliffhanger.
Yes.
Anyway, yes, I have just listed a townhouse in South Surrey in the Grandview area. You can pretty well,
Really?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can almost walk to the pool there.
Pretty well. It's 1,600 square feet, and it is on 3 floors.
Mm-hmm.
It is listed at $389,900. It is on 26th Avenue in the 15300 block. 1,686 square feet. It has 3 bedrooms upstairs, and then it has another level upstairs from that, which is called a loft, and there's 2 full bedrooms up there as well. So this could be like a 5-bedroom place.
Is it strata?
Yeah, it's a strata. It's a townhouse that's 3 levels. It's a double garage. It's tandem garage. And
How many square feet you got?
1,686.
Wow.
I said that twice.
I know. I want to hear it again.
1,686.
1,686.
Yeah.
1,686.
Yeah, it's in the Southwind development.
I know where that is.
You know where that is.
And what's the
Not
strata?
far from you.
What's the strata fees on it?
$350 a month.
That's decent.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. Nice backyard. It's fenced backyard, and they allow pets, and they do allow children, and nice clubhouse.
How old is the property again?
How old is the property? It was built in, now I didn't want to fake this, it was built in the year 2000. So it's 16 years old.
That was a good year.
You know what? They built properly in that year.
And Bill didn't hear you. How big is it?
1686, Bill.
Is that what, per floor?
Bill, knock it off.
No, that's all.
No, it's a great buy. Come on, we have some fun, but you do have a client that wants to sell this place, so it's.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a nice clubhouse, nice playground, and all kinds of stuff like that. Wow. And it's not that huge of a complex either. So you know that when I was over there and I was listing it, as I was leaving, there was a cat outside, and I guess the cats are allowed to roam there. And I was scared I was going to chase it out into the traffic. But I guess animals there are pretty street smart, and it turned around and found its way home. And, you know, how many places can you move into now that allow both pets and children?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if somebody wants to get some more information on this great home, they can give you a call.
They sure can. I can either be reached by cell or text at 604-790-9066, 604-790-9066. And if you're shy and you want to email me, it's fern@smart.com. That's Fern with an E, smart with 2 T's.com.
Send her a bunch of roses. Mom loves roses. Make it an extra large bouquet.
A little bit of advice for you.
Who is that?
Send her a bunch of roses. Red, red roses. Remember Mother's Day.
Isn't that beautiful? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That helps.
Bill, I don't know. It's probably somebody from Winnipeg.
Oh, really?
Oh, wait a minute. Neil Young. No,
Yeah.
I actually,
Honor your mother
actually saw Neil
tomorrow.
Young.
Honor your mother tomorrow.
Actually, that's very true. But
She's the reason you're here.
honor your mother every day.
Well,
what I
this is
say.
true.
Absolutely.
But extra special roses tomorrow.
And we'd like to thank your mom for giving birth to you and having you here with us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. What was her last name?
Northcott.
Same as yours.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a trick question. And Bill, we want to thank your
Well,
mom.
My mom's last name is Macklem, too.
Well, go figure.
And Bill's mom makes the greatest cookies. Anyway, to all the moms out there and the grandmoms and the aunts and the sisters and the stepmoms, aunties, happy Mother's Day, huh? Yeah. Oh, wow.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I come and visit your mom tomorrow?
Absolutely.
No, I'm going to go and visit my mother-in-law. We'll have some fun with her. Anyway, listen, you guys, come back next week. We'll see you then.
You betcha.
Have a great day. Have a great weekend.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Dwayne. Dwayne doesn't know. We'll talk to you next week. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye.